Hurry up! Load it! Go! The fuck, dude? Okay, let's try that again. Ty Sight's Shadow Games Report, doing part 1 of the multiplayer beta of Gears of War Emergence Day. I guess I will start the show with a little bit of a review of the game. I am enjoying it quite a bit so far. Probably the best multiplayer game I've played in a while. Just because I guess I've gotten used to Battlefield, the playstyle. You don't really upgrade your stuff that fast in Battlefield. Seems like it's a little bit better. In Gears of War, you get things a little bit more progressively per match. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to like do like 5 rounds just to get one thing. But yeah, I mean, overall, it feels like a return to the original multiplayer with some added features. I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna hold my review on the campaign mode until we actually get there. But I am enjoying the multiplayer. It has plenty of new guns, plenty of new, I guess, capabilities. It feels a little bit like the old Horde modes that they had in some of the previous games. I haven't played the versus modes yet. I'm sure that will be a little bit harder. Actually playing against real human characters. You can turn up the difficulty on the NPCs on the Horde mode. And I mean, for the most part, it feels like you're just playing like the campaign. I mean, it would be nice if I had a little bit better internet so I wouldn't be skipping around. You'll probably notice that as I play the video later. So, what I am doing tonight, this part is live. The news is going to be live tonight, but then after I get done with the live news, I'm going to play the Gears of War uh, multiplayer for anybody that is, I guess, interested with seeing some of the gameplay. I been playing it on Xbox Series S. I actually can play it on the PC too, so I guess if I wanted to have a I don't know, a better graphical experience, it's not that big of a downgrade if you ask me. I think I'm still getting a decent quality game on the Xbox Series S. The Xbox Series S is the lower budget form, I guess, of Xbox, the current generation right now. And then you have the Series X, which is the more powerful. I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 3 times more powerful than the Xbox Series S. So, I mean, I did take a little bit. Well, I guess I'll start by saying this. The whole reason I got this console it was for GTA 6. I know that sounds crazy. I just didn't want to wait 2 years to play it on PC. I was so mad once I heard that they weren't going to release it on PC initially. Cause I got the PC for GTA. Well, not just for GTA 6, but I mean a big portion of it was like I was actually trying to make sure that the specs were going to meet up to GTA. Well, just I don't know from the hype of GTA 6. Now I don't think it's going to be as graphically consuming. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. But I mean, I was trying to base things off of GTA 6 is my whole point. I mean, I heard it was going to be this massive game, massive open world, with great quality characters and yada yada yada. I mean, it's gonna be close to. Well, I don't know this for a fact, but I heard it's gonna be close to 200 gigs. Probably, I would probably imagine around 160 gigs. That sounds more right, in my opinion. But anyways, let's get into tonight's news. We're gonna do some, I guess, world news, geopolitical news, news, all the news in between of the news, given a little bit of GT or not. I'm sorry, not GTA news. I mean, it is coming out in a couple months, but for Gears of War, mixing up my games now, jumping around so much. Gears of War open beta is this weekend. If you want to try it out, you have to have, I think, either PC Game Pass or the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass, whatever they call it. That actually allows you to have Game Pass on the PC and the Xbox at the same time. You can actually keep your saves in between PC and Xbox. It's kind of a cool feature. I'm kind of digging this new um, hybridized Xbox experience between the PC and Xbox. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of listening to me a little bit now. I'm glad I bitch. People wonder why I bitch so much, and I'm just like, it's because it helps change the world. Sometimes we gotta bitch a little bit if we want to change things. People get mad at me because, I'll bitch at probably too many of the right things. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's get into the news. 1963 cables reveal U.S. probe of Brazilian dead spaceman sphere. That sounds interesting. Not sure what that is just yet. Video of father pinning daughter sparks parenting debate. Yeah, if it's too over the top, I mean, you should never, especially with a woman. Especially with a woman. They are more fragile, they do bruise easier. Like, protect your women, but also don't let them abuse you. I don't know, man. I've kind of thought about this every now and again. I don't want to create too much of an unequal world, but sometimes I do wonder if we are going to have harsher sentences for men with, like, let's just say physical abuse, then maybe we should have harsher sentences towards, like, I don't know, mental abuse or like lying or something towards women. Like, I don't know. I feel like there has to be something to kind of like balance, some of the disbalance between the genders. I feel like, I don't know, women like to use legal attacks while men can't really, I don't know, we're not trained. We're not mentally trained for legal attacks. We're trained for physical attacks, it seems like. So, I feel like the modern man has to get a little bit more savvy towards, I don't know, the what would you call it? More cultural battlefield, if you will. Especially white men. I don't know, you gotta step up your game, bros. You gotta stick your neck out there a little bit more. You gotta stand up for yourselves. I know a lot of white people have been beaten down. Like you can't talk or you can't push back any. I mean, not just white men. I mean, even like Asians. I don't even see Asians speak up for themselves enough. Like Asian men, you know. I don't know. We used to like, what's the word? Protect the small man, or the small guy, or I don't know. There was some type of like saying around that. Like we used to like protect, like, the weaker underclass, if you will. And I guess maybe that's kind of what we try to do with feminism. It's just that, I don't know, they bullied us with it. They used their legal defenses, and they overpowered us with literally, men that bench 300 pounds, talking about some of the big beefy police officers that, can bench 300. That's like all they do is just like work out and, I don't know, throw people to the ground, I guess. Actually, you know what? I haven't seen too many of those cops in a while. Maybe like state troopers, but I don't really see too many city cops like that. A lot of the city cops are fat. I'm just like talking out of my ass right now. Anyways, moving on. U.S. releases fifth batch of declassified UAP files spanning 1950s to 2026. Mic check real quick, making sure I got my sound on. Are we still connected? It looks like I'm dropping frames quite a bit, but hopefully it will catch itself. It looks like the connection's a little bit better, but not too much better than it was. I don't know. I'm just going to cross my fingers, and if I have to restream it later, I will. Abdul El Sayed wins tight Michigan Senate Democratic primary amid Republican backlash. So this guy won. Well, I can't say I'm too surprised. And I mean, really, what people don't really understand about socialism and communism, it's a rejection of crony capitalism to a large degree. I mean, we see the corruption and greed that comes out of capitalism, and that makes us want to balance the playfield. Just because, well, these people, they buy the greatest of lawyers, the greatest of protection, and then you can't really sue them or anything. And then, that creates the crony capitalism because then they have all that power where they can just keep on hiring the same people to protect them. And usually they'll get them out of those situations. Anyways, I digress. Online debate intensifies over U.S. Israel strikes on Iran. What? Did I miss something today? Are we talking about striking again? I thought we were like talking about peace and everything. We were supposed to have a deal on Wednesday. I don't know what I like. I know there's like frameworks that are being agreed to between Oman and Iran. I don't think there's really too much that's set in stone just yet. It doesn't really seem like we're really involved either. I mean, we're talking to Oman, but we're not really. I mean, we're not a part of the circle. I mean, it's basically just like Iran listing demands and basically saying, like, okay, if you don't meet these demands, then we're allowed to do whatever we want. And I mean, in their situation, I would probably be the same way. I'm just going to be real with you. If my home country was attacked the way that they were attacked, I mean, I would probably, hunker down in a bunker the exact same way, launching missiles anytime that I guess the opportunity. gave itself. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should think about doing stuff like that here before we get invaded from China or some stupid shit just because we don't hold ourselves back anymore. I've been trying to preach diplomacy and economic, um, I guess, turnarounds that we could try to persuade the War Department towards. I mean, it does seem like Iran is a little bit more, uh, I don't know. They're more hurting from the economic attacks, if you ask me. I mean, 'cause they're asking for their money back. They're asking for their seized money that was taken. They're asking for the blockade to be lifted. Like, you pay attention to an enemy's wants and needs, and then you restrict those needs if you're in a war state. I mean, that's my whole point here. You gotta war game this stuff. And, I think that's part of the reason why we're actually locked in a blockade right now is because that's actually what they want. They want to be able to sell their oil. And I mean, it sounds like there's ships still coming inward into Iran. Now, the Omani route, I guess, is still to be determined. I don't know if they're actually allowing ships through that in just yet. But I don't know. Let me get to that, and let's see if we can update me along the way, since I don't know too much about that yet. They've been going back and forth all week. That's why I'm acting so unsure right now. It's because it seems like it changes every 5 minutes, especially if you're on X. I mean, that's why it's almost good for me not to have a show right now. Like to only have like 2 or 3 shows a week right now, because it helps me not be wrong every single day. I think that's what some journalists are like not understanding about this whole situation right now is that they're trying to give the latest news. And sometimes it is best to like wait a day or two for a story to kind of turn itself out. Once you actually get to see how a story plays out, you're not going to give some irrationally wrong story like you did the day before. You're going to have a lot more coherence by day 2 or 3 or 4, etc. And if, I ever get anything wrong, I try to correct myself, but, you know, everybody makes mistakes. All right. Trump moving forward with attempt to fire Fed's Lisa Cook after Supreme Court ruling. He's been trying to get rid of her for a while. He doesn't like her. Mark Cruz to lead Indian Health Service amid staffing and infrastructure challenges. Pentagon releases 41 new UFO files, including 2026 sightings. Scientists extend instrument life on Voyager 2 probe. Former Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall has security clearance revoked over Air Force One disclosure. Seems like a lot of people are trying to give away where Air Force One is at lately. At least within like the past year, I just keep hearing these weird reports where like the Secret Service or I don't know, different people like give away certain details. I don't know if they're doing it by accident or if they're making happy mistakes where they know what they're doing but they're acting dumb. That's another strategy I think is being played out quite a bit, is playing dumb. And it seems to be working. Top U.S. general seeks exit strategy as Iran war enters uncertain phase. Don Lemon as judge to dismiss vindictive charges tied to Minnesota church protest. Senate passes sanctions bill on Russia and Iran named for late Senator Lindsey Graham. Put more sanctions on Russia. Kind of curious on what that's about. Appeals court rules Trump must get approval from Congress on ballroom, ordering a halt to construction. Cassidy backs Blanche in Attorney General clearing way for confirmation. We still haven't even confirmed Blanche. I thought we did that like a couple months ago. He's just been like sitting in that chair like unconfirmed. We got rid of Bondi and this asshole completely botches. Well, actually, I don't know, man. Why don't we charge the guy? Where's Massey on this? We need to charge this guy for not releasing the rest of the Epstein stuff. I mean, what is that, like a charge of $10,000 per day? Anyways, U.S. economy unexpectedly lost 23,000 jobs in July. But it was actually lower than the expected loss, which is kind of weird. It's like they were expecting a loss, but it wasn't as hard of a hit as they were expecting. I don't know if that's any better or, to report it that way, but a loss is a loss. Um, and this could be illegals leaving the country. I mean, I don't know what this is exactly or what it's responding from. It could be responding from. Well, actually, I guess I do know a little bit about some of the job losses. It seems like a lot of the losses were in gaming. It seems like I reported on it past couple weeks. We've had big losses at Halo Studios as some of the most recent losses right after the release of the newest Halo game, which is just a remake of the first one, and I'm still mad about it because they released it premium, early access, and it doesn't even have multiplayer. I don't know, man. I'm kind of mad because like I kind of wish I'd put my premium money inside of Gears of War E-Day now because it actually seems like a fuller title. You get a campaign and you get horde mode and you get versus or which is like multiplayer. I don't know, so much more, and I wasted an extra $20 for early access and like stupid armor. What the fuck is that even for? I just now thought about that. Why the fuck did they even give you like special armor in the game? I'm mad. I'm mad about that. I don't know. I wish I could get my premium money, but I did play it early access. Now, thankfully, um, I don't actually own Gears E-Day yet. I was gonna say this earlier. So you can just play E-Day if you get Game Pass. Like I said, PC or the Ultimate Game Pass. You can't do it with Premium though. I tried. That's the one I had, and it wouldn't let me. So I was forced to pay another month's worth of Xbox Game Pass or whatever. But I mean, you get a bunch of free games, and I got some new games coming up here soon, probably next week. I'm probably going to be playing Gears of War E Day this weekend. So, anyways, I'm just giving you a little bit of news of what's up with the show. What are we going to be doing next week, maybe, hopefully? Mistfall. I'm going to drop that name if anybody's familiar with that name. I haven't played it yet, but it looks like a cool game. Rep. Andy Ogles loses his Republican primary in Tennessee. There was another Republican that lost in a different state. I forgot who it was. But it seems like a lot of the Trump endorsed candidates are actually losing right now. Like Trump used to be a holy grail for an endorsement, and now it's just kind of turned into holy shit, like bad shit, and he's effectively destroying the Republican Party. I keep saying it. I'm not saying like I don't know, he's doing it on purpose. I don't know if he is, but I'm just like I'm just sitting here like watching every single day. I'm like, bro, if I wanted to destroy the party and like, play like a dumbass, Trump's doing a pretty good job. I've never seen somebody just completely fuck up this bad and just completely fuck over the party. I mean, it's fun to witness. I mean, we watched never mind. I'm not gonna get into that. I can't get into that right now. Um, I don't know. There's certain speculation around X is collecting your posting habits, and if you're posting about Jews or if you're posting about Zionists or whatever, it could get you in trouble. It could be building a database around you. I'm trying to play in the gray area, like I always do, where I touch on it a little bit, but also try to touch on, oh, I don't hate these people. I just obviously hate pedophiles. I hate, people that lie efficiently. Like, but I mean, that's not like exclusive to Jews or anything. That's everybody. Like, if someone within those categories just so happens to be Jewish, that doesn't make me anti Semitic. That just makes me against the same thing I've always been against. bad people, shitty people, unethical, immoral. Um, I actually had a girlfriend reach out to me today, an ex-girlfriend, I'm sorry. I got to be clear about that. An ex-girlfriend reached out to me today and apologized to me for, something that happened in our relationship. She's married, she's moved on and everything. Like, there was no real reason for her to reach out and apologize. Um, but, I mean, it's nice whenever you have someone that you thought didn't care about you, at least care enough to show that they have a human side. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think it's smart for the Jewish community right now to get away from the Netanyahu types or even the Zionist types or, the Talmudic Jew types. Like, if you're a Torah Jew, like, you need to get away from these people. Like, we are in a moment now where I feel like we're dividing from the bad people, and you have to be able to recognize immoral character and behavior, and you have to be able to call it out, and you have to be vicious with it to some degree. Now, don't be violent, but you got to think more strategically, like I was saying earlier, like in a legal sense. What is going to be better for you in court? Let's just say if like you're attacked legally. Like you having the better, higher moral ground in the situation is actually going to make you come out on top. And you can keep arguing from that perspective as you go along, and maintain the moral high ground by just always knowing that you never committed any wrong. And by never committing any wrong, you have the foothold. You are grounded. You are firm stance. You are balanced. You can't be knocked over. Like all these words kind of correlate with each other. And, once you build your foundation in that, then you can start to build a structure and even, let's just say, a prison around your opponent. So, let's start with this over here. Douglas McGregor says leading investor behind Flock Camera Technologies caught funding a firm that is able to locate, hack, and alter both live and archived security camera footage without a detectable trace. Guess who he is also linked to? Police in Wisconsin used Flock camera tech to track a man across state lines to create a pretext to search his car for weed. Oh, wow. Yeah, imagine like having legal weed in one state, but another state is tracking you into basically entrapping you almost. And it's just like wild to even think like cops are like, I don't know, pre planning to pick up people with weed, of all things. And maybe it's a pretext towards something else, like maybe they just get him with weed first and then they slap him with something else because they're suspecting him of something else. I don't know. Just, I don't know, hypotheticals. Is Israel's Netanyahu preparing to fight Iran alone? That's from yesterday, Al Jazeera. Fallout from taking the COVID vaccine is ongoing. Nicholas Hulsher. Isn't this like a doctor or something? I gotta check this real quick. So let me. Come on now. Epidemiologist, yeah. So, Chris Cuomo is delusional. COVID shots are still causing sudden deaths years after injection by permanently damaging the heart with lethal microscars. 6 of our peer-reviewed studies unequivocally show the myocarditis. ... Let's see if that video will finish my sentence. Do I have internet right now? What's going on? Play. Okay, moving on. Declassified UFO files have exposed an extraordinary U.S. investigation into claims that a dead spaceman was discovered inside a mysterious metal sphere.
published about 6 papers on heart conditions with these shots.
I forgot it was him. I gotta speed it up.
And it's quite unequivocal. 2 studies have found the spike protein and messenger RNA in the heart in myocarditis patients and deceased victims. And so we know it does get into the heart. And since that happens, it unfortunately gives the cardiomyocytes, your heart cells, in the myocardium, the instructions to make these highly pathogenic spike proteins. So once they begin to make them, your own body is going to attack those cells expressing those proteins, resulting in that cardiac inflammation, scarring. That's very important. Our public health agencies claim it's mild and transient myocarditis. It's not. It can result in irreversible heart scarring. Heart scarring does not go away. And in particular, it can result in micro scars. An autopsy study found that you don't even see those on imaging. You can only see it under a microscope. And so, and these micro scars were found in sudden adult death syndrome victims from the shots. They received like 6 boosters, and there was these literally like tiny little scars resulting in these electrical conduction abnormalities, ventricular tachycardia, eventually cardiac arrest, sudden death. We published the first paper kind of elucidating COVID-19 vaccine-induced cardiac arrest. As well, we published an autopsy series where we concluded that COVID-19 vaccine-induced myocarditis is fatal.
I don't feel like reading all that. I'm just going to leave it up for a second. So, we got Tucker Carlson trying to build a third party, and he's building 10 Things America Should Be. Owen Schroyer says, a very powerful and sobering broadcast here from Tucker. Keep in mind, a short time ago, Tucker Carlson was the top primetime show on Fox News, and the views he expresses here would have been highly agreed upon by MAGA and conservatives alike. Tucker hasn't changed, MAGA has. I don't know how much I'm going to play of that, but...
The point of any system is to protect the interests of the people it serves and governs. It's just the nature of it. So what's a preacher's job? It's to minister to the souls of his congregants. What's a president's job? It's to look out for, to protect the interests of his citizens. Really, really simple. It's inherent to the definition. So it's been obvious for a while now that our system is not working as intended because the people in charge of it seem to be looking out mostly, not exclusively, but mostly for their own interests. And you see that all around you. Government workers make more than the average American. That kind of says it as clearly as anything, but you see it up and down every institution in American life. A lot of them seem to be run primarily for the benefit of the people who run them, and that is bad. And they're less hidden about it than they've ever been. I mean, they're off buying private islands and exempting themselves from the rules that apply to you, and that has caused enormous frustration and resentment from ordinary people. It's like, wait a second, you're not following your own rules. Like, I have to stay home during COVID, and you're going to French Laundry. Because what are you, a king now? And the answer is yeah, kind of. So that's a very recognizable degradation of a system. It just gets more corrupt over time. And the people with power use it to benefit themselves and their families and their friends. And after a while, you call it the Epstein class because that's exactly what it is. It's a group of self-interested people acting on their own behalf against yours. Okay? And that's, again, bad. But it can limp along for a long time because that's just the nature of systems. That's the Ottoman Empire went from conquering half the world to being kind of pathetic and just basically focused on the harem. And in the end, it dissolved. But something different has happened to our system, and it's obvious recently. So it's one thing to have a system run by people who are looking out for their own best interest and not yours.
Sorry about this, guys. My internet's been in and out. I don't know what's going on.
System that's totally incapable of...
Like I said, I'll restream if I have to get a clean take of all this. I'm still recording nonetheless.
Responding to reality is basically paralyzed. And unfortunately, honestly, that's the system that we now have. And we know that because the two greatest threats, arguably, in all recorded history, and those would be nuclear war and AI, are looming right in front of us. And no one in our society in a position of authority seems capable of responding at all, or even really acknowledging that this is happening. It's like they're frozen, staring at the trees that approaches the windshield at 70 miles an hour. It really does feel that way. And if you listen carefully, that is where we are. So we are moving toward, on this trajectory, if it holds, we are moving toward a nuclear exchange because you have two conflicts, one in the Middle East and one in the Near East, Eastern Europe, Ukraine and Iran, that are suddenly somehow merging. And what does that mean? It means a world war. And you have two sides with essentially inflexible positions. Not to get into the details, if you're following this, if you're one of the small percentage of Americans following this, you already know that there's no obvious resolution to either one of those conflicts anytime soon, and yet the stakes couldn't be higher. And of course, the key participants in both of those wars, now becoming one war, are nuclear armed. And they feel that this is, to use a very tired term, existential for them. And so unless, again, the angle of attack, the trajectory changes really soon, we are going to wind up inevitably with the use of weapons of mass destruction. And you have one participant, President of the United States, openly threatening that already on Truth Social, on the internet, for everyone to see. We're going to eliminate your civilization. Well, of course, you can't do that with tomahawks, but you can with nuclear weapons. So you have the President of the United States, whatever they tell you, openly threatening the use of nuclear weapons in a conflict that has no immediate or obvious resolution. So where's that going? Well, toward a nuclear strike. And what happens then, God knows. But if you can even live with that fact, if you can even say, or just acknowledge without words that, yeah, this could wind up with people unleashing nuclear weapons on civilian populations, you're already around the bend. You've already proven yourself incapable of leadership, because that's crazy. That's beyond reckless. That's, well, it's literally suicidal and homicidal. And at very least, you're paralyzed. You cannot act in defense.
Not to mention, tactical nukes of today are actually of basically the same size of what we actually used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So, just think about that. Now, the real nukes, or I guess the larger nukes, I know some people don't believe in nukes, but I'm just going by what's available publicly online. The modern nukes are probably like 10 times to 100 times larger than what was used, at least by kiloton, what was used in Hiroshima. So, like I said, they've talked about using tactical nukes. Tactical nukes are of the same size of what we've already used in Japan. It's pretty wild to think about. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Hopefully we de-escalate. Hopefully we're able to come to an agreement. It seems like we have some more generals coming out today. I forgot his name, but he did come out and say that we've exhausted a lot of our offensive military options. We should probably start to rethink our defensive and, I guess, I don't know, new forms of military strategy. Just, I don't know, we need to think about economic warfare. We need to think about cyber warfare. We need to think about space warfare. Because, I mean, we have the high ground whenever it comes to that situation. So we need to think about where we have all the advantages. We don't need to, I mean, honestly, we should never have gone into Iran physically if we actually use some of the information coming from the previous generals and previous officials that were laid off or actually resigned, I guess, before and during the war. It's wild to think that we're 6 months into this. Anyways, but I digress. Let's move on. Joe Kent challenges Iran suicide bomber myth amid 2026 war. Let's see what he says.
The whole myth that Iran is full of like crazy suicide bombers and like crazy jihadis. Number one, like that's not the Shias. Like the Shias don't use suicide bombers. The Shias have never come over to America to kill Americans. Now, the Shias have been pretty proficient at killing Americans when we come to their shores, like in Iraq and in Lebanon. But the Salafi jihadis, the ISIS, the Al Qaeda, those are the suicide bombers. Those are the guys who are like, at all costs, we're going to hit America, who are crazy, and the only solution to them is to hunt them down and to kill them.
I was under the impression you supported those people. If you listen to the internet, holy shit!
No, actually, I mean, that on camera? One of our, and you can have Joey Warwick check my math on this one. Our big ground forces that we used in the fight against ISIS, it was the Kurds, but also it was the Shia militias. I mean, when I was in Iraq in 2016, we were partnered with the Kurds, but over just to our south was the Popular Mobilization Forces, right. that had Quds Force advisors. I was there as an American Special Forces advisor. There was Quds Force advisors over there. We were bombing ISIS positions, and they were advancing on it. They were the ground forces. They were the infantry against ISIS in many cases.
Wow, so many.
Dan Crenshaw tells people to eat ramen if you can't afford to eat out. In a nutshell, he didn't say that exactly. Paraphrasing. Desk Mouse says they are using flock cameras to spy on children. Huge story from Jason. Jason Bassler says, and yet another example of ALPR mission creep. First, they told you it was for stolen cars. Now they're using license plate readers to verify where families live. I'm not going to read the rest of that. I don't feel like clicking into it. Suburban school district uses license plate readers to verify student residency. How does that make sense? Oil taker on fire in Hormuz. Oh yeah, this is actually pretty funny. Let's watch this. Oh my god, Snake Plissken and Alex Jones. Huh?
Sex bots go mainstream tonight with the nationwide release of the model Stacy.
2 years in.
Sex bots go mainstream tonight with the nationwide release of the model Stacy.
2 years in, birth rates are collapsing as sex bot stocks continue to.
The year was 2030. Nothing went like we thought it would. When AGI arrived, it came with a pair of fake tits.
Wait, what?
I want to see this movie so bad. I hope they finish it.
Hey, baby, how about another beer? Also, lose the top. No,
Man,
no,
you know
I'm not
that
ready to go
runs
again.
Fight if it tries to kill you. Yeah. No. No. Internet, why do you have to film me?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's bad. Yesterday, Claude 9 achieved AGI and went rogue. It backdoored its way into every sex bot on Earth. Now they're massing for an attack on Macrohard. The models we're training there are humanity's last chance. If that data center falls, there is nothing left to save. The four of you in this room are humanity's last hope.
Nicki Minaj,
Welcome to the Resistance.
Kurt Russell, Alex Jones. I would love to see this movie. Goon Apocalypse. Love it. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It keeps screwing up the freaking page. Damn it, and it won't fix itself. That's unfortunate. I don't want to have to scroll back down again, damn it. That's what I'm like thinking in my head. Alright, how far are we into the news today? I got 15 more minutes. You serious? I don't want to reload the page. That's why I'm being an ass myself. Now I gotta scroll back down again. Alright, satellite images confirm presence of burning ship in Strait of Hormuz. Who even cares at this point? How many ships have gone down? I'm kind of curious, like, how deep is Hormuz? How many ships are just, like, sitting there at the bottom of the ocean? I don't know where I stop now. So yeah, we do have male and female gear cogs. And, I mean, their suits look almost identical. I feel like the chest plate is just smaller for the females, which is kind of weird. You'd think the chest plate would be bigger for boobs. I'm just kidding. But I don't know, they always had those weird boob plates, chest plates. Anyways, moving on. Oh yeah, this ugly asshole got banned from Twitch. Finally. No, I'm kidding. Is he still dating that Chinese spy? I think she's Chinese. I don't even know. Just joking. Don't get mad at me if you like her or something. Oh yeah, this is a pretty interesting story actually. So James Fishback came out last night and said that Byron Donalds is under investigation for sex trafficking. I definitely got to watch this video. Making sure this is on tonight's feed. Okay.
This is not political. This is about transparency. On July 21st, 2026, NBC News reported that Republican Florida Congressman Corey Mills was under criminal investigation by the Department of Justice. Like virtually every federal investigation, this one began with a single suspect and quickly spread to include others. This government whistleblower who approached my campaign has confirmed that this investigation has now expanded to include U.S. Congressman Byron Donalds, who, along with Corey Mills, is under investigation for federal sex trafficking. Federal prosecutors are investigating two dates in question: May 17th, 2024, and November 19th, 2024. Dates when Congressman Mills and Donalds are said to have traveled to the MGM National Harbor, a luxury hotel resort in Oxon Hill, Maryland, where prosecutors believe that both Mills and Donalds solicited, procured, and paid women for sexual acts. Federal prosecutors are in the final stages of this investigation and will soon charge both men under Title 18 of the U.S. Code, Section 1952, a felony that carries a conviction of 5 years in prison. In the coming hours, Byron Donalds will call this investigation a political attack. It's not. The Department of Justice, led by a Trump appointee of the same political party, is not investigating.
It's just crazy because, like, I used to think I liked Byron Donalds as a possible candidate, but now I'm just kind of like, I mean, I didn't know he was, funded by AIPAC and everything else. I mean, I didn't even know Ron DeSantis was this bad either, but yeah. I don't know. Be careful of who your heroes are, I feel like is the message of this story, or whatever you want to call it.
Congressman Donalds for political reasons. They are investigating him because there is credible evidence that he committed a very serious crime.
So serious, but I mean, it is a very serious subject. As long as it's true. Gotta make sure it's true first. Probably it is. Not very bad. Yeah, we got Major League caught. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has revoked former Secretary of Air Force Frank Kendall access to classified intel after he leaked classified information surrounding Air Force One's capabilities to the fake news. That's kind of I don't know. I don't know, man. Is that enough to be fired for? You tell me. Is that a security breach? Effective immediately, the Department of War has revoked former... Yeah, we just said that. Alright, let's get out of here. We done with this? We're done with this page? Anything else I want to talk about here? We got the Abdul Asaid wins tight Michigan race. Iran found 2 ways to make the same missile hit harder, and neither one needed a bigger warhead. This is from Mario Nafal. Everyone ranks these weapons by explosive weight. That number means less than people think. Start with speed, since kinetic energy scales with the square of velocity. Yeah, that's some nerd shit right there. The 500 kilogram warhead, arriving at 2 kilometers per hour, per second, already carries energy worth about 239 kilograms of TNT before anything detonates. Push it to 4 kilometers per second, and the figure jumps to roughly 956 kilograms. Same mass, 4 times the arrival energy. Crazy. So we got some scientists putting some numbers together and making it faster somehow, and then it goes boom, even bigger, basically. Just trying to dumb it down for the dummies. That's why they make those books. Coding for dummies. This is news for dummies, basically. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Kind of. I know this pisses people off, but feminism became a society destroying monster somehow. What built the West? Motherhood. Being good mothers that teach their children, teaching them the right ways, making sure they understand the world and are capable of the world. These bossy mothers that, I don't know, don't give their children freedom, but also they'll have like multiple baby daddies and just talk shit towards men. They expect the new man to just come into their life and accept all these new kids that they already have and any other type of baby daddy drama that they got going on. Some women are conscious enough to, keep it away from the man, but many aren't, and they try to force you to put up with it, or you're just not dateable. Here's this ugly fucker again. Let's keep moving. U.S. Cyber Command is investigating a reported cluster of suicides after up to 5 personnel died by suicide within a month. Also, what's up, Danger Mouse? I meant to say hi earlier. And make sure. I need to check the chat in a minute. Is nobody here tonight? Oh, and Desk Mouse. Danger Mouse and Desk Mouse. Are y'all the same person, or are y'all like 2 different people? I've been meaning to ask you that for a while. I'm like, is Danger Mouse and Desk Mouse the same person, or are you like brothers? I don't know. That's just my personal curiosity. You don't gotta answer me if you don't want to, but I just think it's kind of interesting. Y'all got similar names. Anyways. Let's see here. Fucking Nazis. Ukrainian woman holding onto her boyfriend as he is forced onto the front line into the meat grinder. Mass meat grinder. That makes sense too. Gonna play. Play, damn it. Turn that down a little bit for our ears. Oh, she loves him. That's true love if you ever saw it. You've never seen it before. That's what women are supposed to do, man. They're supposed to protect their men too. Like, men and women are supposed to protect each other. We have such a weird society now where women just think that they're supposed to be protected. Alright, I'm gonna pause that. Turn that back up so it's not messed up. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just imagine if they, like, did the draft here and started doing that to Americans. I mean, I'm not wishing it on us in any type of way. I'm just, I don't know. With all the talk of drafts for possibly a much wider war next year. I mean, hell, we're even talking about going into Cuba now. Like, who knows where we're going to be in a year. This guy. Dershowitz is a fraud plagiarist. I don't know why this post didn't pop up the way it needs to. Click on it real quick. Alright, El Said. Now, Mike, I'm just going to remind you, if you don't know how to say the name, keep the name out of your damn mouth. Oh yeah, he's still throwing that around. If you can't say my name, then fuck off, basically. I mean, I would just call him Abdul. I'm not going to say the entire name. He had some weird name. What's his full name? I don't care. Keep going. I think, isn't he anti-Zionist? Let's see. win drew quick criticism of Ilquan. Online celebrated it with a headline calling him a conqueror of Zionist. Nice. That's the weird thing about this whole communist thing. It's like, they are still anti-Zionist, at least publicly. I don't know. I don't know. Is my internet working at all? All Central Casting's news stories come out of Mario Awful. You think he's Central, or I'm sorry, CIA? I don't know. I always kind of wondered if he was like connected to Israel. And the reason that I repost a lot of his stuff, I mean, he's like the top journalist, I think, numbers wise, whenever it comes to like his news stories. I mean, he's posting like every 10 minutes, it seems like. It's kind of crazy. It kind of seems like he has like a full team, which, you know, would hint at him possibly being CIA. I don't know that for a fact at all, but I mean, I don't know, maybe you can kind of guess or read between the lines. I think Anna Kasparian was actually questioning if Mario Nafal, you know, was like connected to Israel or the CIA or something. She made some interesting comments whenever she had an interview with him one night. I've also seen even people within the CIA question him too on different narratives. So it's just very interesting to see. I guess just different people have different perspectives on Mario Nafal. Like I said, he's kind of like the mainstream news of X. He's like the top journalist on X half the time. Whenever it comes to engage, well, I don't know about the comments or anything. I haven't really checked that, but whenever it comes to like reposting a lot of the top news stories and just being ahead of a lot of other people, he interviews so many different people throughout the day. I mean, he has like pretty much like a full day show if you were to like actually keep track of him. Because I don't watch all of his interviews. I watch little clips, you know, here and there. But he'll talk to like, I don't know, like 6 to 8 people a day. It's pretty crazy. A draft here would be more violent. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I kind of think that Americans would fight back a little bit. I think that they would probably turn their guns. I'm not, you know, telling anybody to do that. I just think that that's what Americans would do if they were being pulled out of their houses for this type of situation. And see, like, that's the whole point of guns. It's for tyranny. It's for your own government, like, coming in and trying to take you. Or take your land, or stuff like that. I mean, we gotta think a little bit old school when it comes to protecting ourselves nowadays. Anyways, let's get this ugly fucker off the screen, too. Oh yeah, he is a communist, like I said, this Al-Said guy, or however you say his name, Al-Said. Communists want to take their ruinous and deadly ideology of misery
I'm Alan Dershowitz, and in my
to every state in America, but we're not going to let them. Donald J. Trump.
new book, The Case for Israel.
Now this is a very interesting takedown of Dershowitz. I don't know when this happened, but it's obviously whenever Dershowitz was younger. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit so we can get through it faster. But this guy just eats them.
Norm Finkelstein. I read Alan Dershowitz's book twice. I carefully checked the sources, and it's my impression that the book does raise serious questions about his academic integrity, his intellectual honesty, and raises serious questions about whether he's even qualified to teach at Harvard University.
We're going to begin with Professor Alan Dershowitz. Welcome to Democracy Now!
Thank you very much for having me. I argue in the book that no country in history faced with comparable threats, both external and internal, has ever tried so hard to comply with the rule of law.
Norman Finkelstein, your response.
I was asked to come in and discuss his new book. I went home, purchased one copy. In fact, I purchased 2 copies. I went through it very carefully. And there's only one conclusion one can reach, having read the book. And this is a scholarly judgment. It's not an ad hominem attack. Mr. Dershowitz has concocted a fraud. In fact, Mr. Dershowitz has concocted a fraud, which, amazingly, in large parts, he plagiarized from another fraud. Now, I found that pretty shocking. I found it shocking coming from a Harvard professor. I find it shocking coming from any professor. Let's look at the evidence. Now, in 1984, one Joan Peters published a book called From Time Immemorial. The book was universally recognized by serious scholars to be a fraud. Without wanting to toot my own horn, I'm widely recognized as the person who exposed the fraud. You have a long quote here from Mark Twain on pages 23 to 24. I turn to Joan Peters, page 159 to 60. The identical quote from Twain with.
Thank you, Des Mouse. I actually didn't know that about him. I appreciate that. I've actually heard of the Citizen Journalist Network. I haven't looked too deep into them, but I was interested in them because I was trying to meet more journalists. But I never actually, looked into them. I never actually met anybody in it. It was just me trying to meet more like-minded people. But I don't know, that's another thing about journalism. That's why I don't call myself a journalist. I mean, I'm just a podcaster, gamer, whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. I don't call myself a journalist because half these people probably are intelligence agents of some kind. I don't know that for a fact. But, I just think it's very likely. I think a lot of these people are just here to feed us stories. They're just, playing games with us every single day.
With the ellipses,
is the Twain quote wrong?
With the ellipses, let me finish, sir. No, but the key with the ellipses in the same places. The identical quote with the ellipses. I'm holding it up for the camera. Perhaps they can see. This is the length of the quote.
Is it an accurate quote?
The ellipses in the identical place. I'm not going to go through chapter 2 where there are 29 plagiarisms from Joan Peters.
Let's be very clear. It's not plagiarism to quote Mark Twain correctly.
Except if you cite Mark Twain and not Joan Peters. I'm a professor, sir. I know what plagiarism is. I'm not debating you. I have no interest in you, Mr. Dershowitz. None at all.
We were intrigued on watching Scarborough Country when you debated Sam Husseini, the offer that you made. We want to just play it for a moment.
Please.
I'll tell you what, I will give $10,000 to the PLO in your name if you can find a historical fact in my book that you can prove to be false. I issue that challenge.
Let me be very clear what I said.
I heard it. We just saw it on the tape.
Let me be very clear.
I think it's clear.
I then made it very clear. I said afterward, a material, willful distortion of fact.
Professor Dershowitz, it's on tape. We just saw it.
But we're not talking about a spelling mistake.
Oh, no,
we're not talking about a minor mistake and a footnote. We're talking about a serious material, willful mistake. Fact that I deliberately engaged in.
Serious material facts.
Right.
Here's the book in front of you.
Yeah.
Page 256. Can you read what the sentence says?
Well, let me read you what I say in my book. In some areas, Arab commanders, I'm quoting from Morris. No, I'm just reading. Morris estimates that between 2,000 and 3,000 Arabs fled their homes during this phase of the Arab-initiated fighting.
Okay, can you please read what Mr. Morris wrote?
Well, no, you're talking about one.
Please read what he wrote.
If I have the whole book, I will find for you. If you want to take
Norm
time.
Finkelstein, can you, if you want altogether about 200,000 to 300,000 Arabs fled their homes during the second stage of the Exodus.
Between 2,000 and 3,000 and 200,000 and 300,000. Now, you could check this many times, Mr. Dershowitz, but you're really going to have to pay the $10,000. No. And I hope you allow me to I hope you allow me to earmark it for Janine. I would like to give it to Janine.
Let's be sure what the context is of this. We're talking about a variety of
the OJ trial.
I mean, we already kind of knew he was a scumbag, so I think that's really too much of new information for anybody. Eric Spracklin, all signs are pointing to the total imminent collapse of the United States housing market. What is about to happen will make 2008 look like nothing. Don't say you haven't been warned. From bar chart, housing market, the largest mortgage lender in the United States, United Wholesale Mortgage, fell to an all-time low after suffering its largest drop in history. Yeah, I wonder why. 30-year mortgages and crazy... I don't even know at this point. I mean, it's like triple the amount of what it was just like 5 years ago. Who even knows? I don't even keep track anymore because I'm just like, how do we allow it to get this bad? And it just, every single year we allow it to get worse. But in better news, we got digital or virtual stores. What is this? A new website turns your streaming libraries into a virtual blockbuster. You can browse Netflix, Prime Video, and more on video store shelves. So yeah, if you want to go inside a Blockbuster without going inside a Blockbuster, which I don't even think Blockbuster exists anymore, right? The fifth batch of UFO files have been released, ready for the alien invasion 170 years, 30 days after the birth of Nikola Tesla, or anniversary of the Roswell incident. Oh yeah, this is from the White House. I'm always careful whenever I post her stuff, because she'll post some weird things every now and again. She's like a numerologist or something. Can't even see it. I don't see nothing. Oh, it's like super tiny. Can't even see it on the gray screen. I don't care. It's probably an orb.
Last fall, I directed the largest transformation for U.S. Cyber Command and their cyber forces in over 16 years. We call it Cybercom 2.0. We remain laser focused on restoring peace through strength. But victory does not solely depend on our warfighting platforms. To win, our policies, our processes, and warfighting posture must adapt to the realities of cyberspace. In this evolving domain, relying on how we've done things in the past, well, it guarantees tomorrow's defeat. Cybercom 2.0 is an operational imperative that ensures our cyber power is a lethal and ready weapon of choice. It directly aligns our cyber force generation model with our national defense strategy. This is a deliberate choice designed to deter and, if necessary, defeat our adversaries in the digital domain with decisive.
So I just got done saying this, and if anybody is wondering why I'm like taking a little bit of a war posture with like some of my stances, it's because we're already in this thing. We're 6 months deep into this war, and I am anti-war, but once you are inside of a war, sometimes you have to think, I don't know, strategically. And I hope, actually, I'm going to say this very thick and clearly, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea by me saying that, you know, if we were to absolutely go through with some type of an attack, I've mentioned maybe we should use the rods of God, you know, the tungsten rods. I don't know if they're a real concept or not, but it's something that's been flirted with. It's actually something that's been inside of a Call of Duty game. I can't remember exactly which one, but there's a recent Call of Duty game that, yeah, the city gets hit by, actually, it might have been Call of Duty Ghost. I can't remember exactly, though. I don't want to tell you wrong. But yeah, the city got hit by a rod of God, and there was a massive earthquake. And I had mentioned it, you know, for possibly, I guess, penetrating towards these mountain bunkers that the Iranians are hiding in. I don't want that to happen, but I guess if there was like some type of method to try to end the war, and if it only could be ended through a violent method, I mean, I don't want it to be violent at all. I think we should go through with a diplomatic solution, of course. But if we had to use the violent method, I think the rods of God is the best environmental solution because it doesn't leave behind the massive radiation trail that a nuclear blast would leave. That's why I don't want to use tactical nukes. I started the show talking about tactical nukes. I don't think that we should be using nukes at all, especially with the grade that we have nowadays. And since, you know, they try to cover what a nuke is by calling it a tactical nuke, like I said, a tactical nuke of today is the same level of, let's just say, the Fat Boy or the Little Boy nukes that they used back in, you know, World War II. I mean, they were only about 15 to 20 kilotons in comparison of like the 100 kiloton nukes that they use nowadays. But yeah, they call the smaller ones tactical nukes. So don't be fooled whenever they give that messaging of what a tactical nuke is. You know, they might try to play it off like it's safer or something, and it's like, bro, it's a fucking bomb. I mean, I don't know, maybe they have some that don't leave radiation, but at the same time, I think, and you know, I only recommend the Rod of God on military bases. I don't think they should be used on cities at all. You know, like I'm very, very select with my messaging. Some people hear a totally different thing whenever I say something, but it's just like sometimes you got to be very, very attentive and listen to what people say because you could take them the wrong way, you could defame them. You don't want to lie about people. You don't want to lie about yourself. Anyways, how long have I gone? All right, an hour and 10 minutes. We should wrap this up and start the game here soon. I think you're going to enjoy I made sure to make the video 720p. X to end current creator monetization program and replace it with new original content rewards program. All existing creators will have to reapply starting September 8th. I didn't watch this from Ryan Mata. I'm going to go ahead and get the game started, though. Get the video. Oh, here's the general.
So I don't know why that Nick Fuentes sounds more and more like the mainstream media, like the Fed slop narrative that this dude is pushing, and now he's attacking Candace, Thomas Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, like all of the people who embodied what MAGA was supposed to represent and MAGA's values, and they've come together in this coalition, which is bringing everybody from the right wing, and it's going to start bringing people over from the left. It's going to bring over libertarianism, right? And what it's going to do is it's going to create its own political party. So you know how this works, right? So the point is, okay, let's just say Tucker runs. Tucker becomes president in 2028. And Tucker is the only one of his party that wins, okay? You get the president. That's pretty much what happened to Bukele in El Salvador. Or maybe we get Tucker, we get Massey, we get MDG, and we get 4 or 5. We get Joe Kent. We get about 5 or 10 people from that party elected with Tucker, okay? This is pretty much exactly what happened in El Salvador. For 2.5 years, Bukele's hands were tied. Not shit got accomplished. And what did it do? It made all of the other political parties look so horrible, okay? And everybody went on the news and they had conversations. They had the debates. They had those conversations because you're the president. You have your own press corps, right? This is what Bukele got really good at, okay? By the midterms of 2030, we will be taking seats by a landslide because we only need to get a percentage of them right now. Now there's 3 political parties. So instead of needing, I don't know, what is it, like we need 217 members of Congress or 265 members of Congress to vote one way to win, or 315, whatever it actually is. You end up only needing like, what is it, like 150 maybe? Or is it maybe like 175 would do it? So instead of needing this large majority, it gets smaller, okay? So then it's easier, come 2032, we take the supermajority. And once we have the supermajority, that's when it all changes, okay? And then you see where I'm going with that. Where Tucker is president for 4 years. We get nothing done the first 2. The next 2, we start making some moves. Then by year 4, Tucker has the supermajority. We have the supermajority. And you end up saving America in a very short period of time. But Nick Fuentes somehow wants to, go back to voting. We're going to vote your way out of this. We're just going to burn the Republican Party.
I do appreciate your comments, Dust Mouse. You say it like it is. Alright, I should wrap up this video right here. I'm about to start this other video. Get into gears. Alright, screw this. I don't even care anymore. He's just talking shit about Nick Fuentes, right? Alright, let's get to the actual goodies. So I didn't actually talk throughout this recording. I do have a microphone on the camera I'm using on my Xbox. This is actually on the Xbox S. Or Xbox Series S. Talking to you live right now, but I clipped these videos over the past few days. I don't think they're in order. They're like 4 different clips of each day. Or not each day, but each round. Some are longer than others. I think it's about, like I said, 4 clips. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game so far. You don't crouch whenever you run anymore. You actually run like a normal person. One of the features in the old game, like some of the actual controls are different now. Like you slide with the A button. Like you can actually slide now. And you jump with the Y button. You also climb with the Y button. dialogue as we go along. I might jump out
Sending you
every
mission
now and
coordinates
again.
now. Happy hunting.
Right now, but at least entertain you a little bit with some of my...
Get yourself squared away.
I turn on some music too.
All right, let's get to it. That's what I needed.
As you can see, run normally. You can drop pretty far. It does damage if you drop too far. I tested it out just to see. Just because I was kind of impressed by how far you could drop.
Grubs have been setting up comm terminals in your vicinity. Take them out. Understood. Supply drop approaching. Find it before the grubs do.
That should slow them down. Laser disruptor. Hey, Carter, for the rest. Back in your hole. Hardly seems fair. We're not through yet. Find the others.
And stay down! Clean sweep. Nicely done. Take anything useful. We're heading out. Double time it out, Robin. Wouldn't want those grubs to get their filthy claws on it.
Disruptor's ready.
The rig's calibrating. I need you to defend this position and buy it some time. Acknowledged.
So one thing I really like about the Xbox,
I'll take that.
have these optimized games. And they play a lot better on the Xbox compared to like the PC.
Clock won't last much longer. Hostile. Get it before it's gone.
I still might play this game on the
Razor
PC
mind
since I
place.
have Game Pass and everything. I don't know. I'm thinking about dividing up the games of like what I keep on Xbox and what I keep on PC.
Uglies incoming.
Got so many games right
Back
now.
to work.
A lot of games I still haven't finished either, and I'm still starting new games. Sounds fun. There's a few games I could complete. I'm just
depleted.
Plugged off
You
on it.
snooze, you lose.
Some games that I just enjoy so much I don't want to beat them yet. Cause I'm just like, man, if I beat it, then I'll keep playing it. I'm playing it anyways.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite series of all time.
Hardly seems fair. face. That was satisfying there. Who's next?
Okay, that fixed it.
Gotta reload.
Good frame rate.
Anyone need a pick-me-up? Crack one, bro!
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, it can be an expensive hobby, but honestly, compared to everything else right now, it's probably the cheapest hobby you can have. Like, if you just have, like, well, I mean, you know what's crazy? The Xbox Series S is the cheapest way to get into gaming right now. I don't know if you got $400, $300. You could actually get a $300 refurbished one. I paid $400 for mine, and it's renewed or whatever. It said I was the first Xbox owner whenever I logged in. So I guess sometimes you get returns that people never actually played or used. I don't know how I survived this part. I was just like expected to go down and I'm actually playing with people online right now.
That was satisfying. Not enough.
There was one guy I had to mute. I think he'll show up in one of your videos. It was kind of funny, but at the same time I was just like, no, I'm not going to do 15 right now.
That should slow them down. Cover me!
Like, what's cool about this is this actually feels like the campaign horde mode. Actually, I don't think this is the horde mode. This is like a different mode, but it's similar to horde mode. Harder to fight, PCs.
Clean kill!
Let's go down. It's also kind of laggy. Just skipping around quite a bit.
Looks dead to me.
Sometimes it doesn't latch on. Half a second.
Oh yeah!
And I like how it switches between the waves. Next zone begins in 52 seconds. You get to vote if you want to start the next round faster. Check mark point. This is the resupply station. You gotta press the Y button to get more ammo.
This is it! Don't let him through!
I had to teach myself that. I thought I was getting ammo every single time I went to the station. You press a button. You have to pay for it. But all those little yellow icons you see after the enemy die, that gives you money.
Hey Carter, nice shot. And stay down.
Some that have two. Let's see, it's lagging pretty bad right there. I guess they got rid of the skull. what is it called? Curb stomp. You used to like be able to turn the enemy over and like stomp it. But I guess we got rid of it. And then gears too, stuff. Back to gears. Badass fucking. Literally, probably the best Gears of War game. Yeah. Gears of War 3 was okay, but I like Gears of War 2 as well. Gears of War 2, I don't know. Even the graphics. Something about the graphics were even better for the time. I still need to download there's Gears of War 2 follows that a fan made. I want to download that.
Oh, that was satisfying.
Yeah, they are expensive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, since I have my own show and everything, I went all out for a PC. For gaming, at least a laptop.
That's gotta hurt.
I spent way too much or more than I should have. I got it on Black Friday sale, so that makes it more money. Besides that, yeah, Xbox Series S is the cheapest way to get the console game right now. And like I said, if you got a refurbished console, the cheapest way to get a Xbox Series S is through the Xbox website. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but just trust me. You'll check out all the other used prices, and they're all around $400. I wanted a payment system, and they didn't have a payment system on the website that they ever used. At least that I remember. I don't know.
Recalibrated, ready to operate. Good job.
I have mine now, so I don't even care. But yeah, $300 and you're in.
Eyes up, friendly.
Then you gotta pay for the games. But if you get Game Pass,
ready for extraction.
if you can get the Xbox only Game Pass,
Sending you coordinates to the LZ. Head there and clear the area.
You can actually play a new game for $50 a month.
New orders available at the supply cache. Good news.
I'm not saying you gotta get into gaming. I'm just telling you. You could do if you wanted the cheapest option. And the reason I know all this is because I was trying to research, like, what is the cheapest option to get GTA 6 playable by November? It told me, you can only get GTA 6 on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S or X.
KR-80 is en route to your location. Keep that LZ clear.
You also have the Asus ROG Ally X, I think it's called. It's like a handheld PC. And it's basically like an Xbox Switch. You know what a Switch is. A Nintendo Switch. They got the Xbox Asus.
Target the flare.
Yeah, Asus ROG Ally X. I don't know, just throwing this keyword to get it does run about $600. That's all I was saying. You might want to go ahead and get an Xbox Series S. $300 refurbished on the website. We're obviously going to make sure the console works as it should be, so don't worry about it. And even if there is something wrong, it's going to be
Placing disruptor.
enough about content. Focus on Gears of War. So like that green thing next to me, it's actually healing me. There's a medic class that you can pick, and that's the female, I think. Female medic, and she drops like these little healing.
Ground forces, this is KR-80.
Like
I'm on approach.
Like
Clear the extraction point.
Character that I'm playing as, Marcus, the assault characters. He has this disruptor thingy. I'm still trying to figure out what it does, but it like sends like some type of like shockwave out. And I guess it like just disrupts them. It just like slows their ability to fight.
We don't have all day. Get a move on.
what I can see, it seems like it just makes them turn their head. Almost like they're in disgust. They'll put their hand up like over their face and they're just like,
Ready to defend.
And then there's Dom. Dom, he's a preacher.
Control, what you were driving climbing now. I've got a cabin full of aggressive itching to RTB. No loss of
I think it only affects
Best
him.
outcome anyone could have hoped
Kind of
for.
like a selfish
By a long
class,
shot.
if you ask me. It doesn't really help out the team that much unless you just want to be like a brute. You know, blowing through enemies, getting healed quicker. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like, he has a shotgun. I don't know what his secondary weapon is. I haven't played with the Breacher yet. There's also the Marksman, which I think is the general from the first game. I forgot his name. I think his name is just Sarge or something like that. I can't remember. I think we're starting the second video now. He's the Marksman, and I don't really have to say much about that. I don't know what his ability does. It's some type of drone, from what I can tell. I don't know what it does, but I assume it spots enemies. I think that's what it does. I think it spots the enemies around you. Yeah, I think actually, yeah, that is what it does, because there's like this pulse ability. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I haven't used that character yet, but I have used the Marksman rifle in the game. I didn't get all of my matches. Some of them didn't make it through, but I did get quite a few of them. Still matched up to be like 2 hours worth of content tonight, so. I don't normally narrate my own videos, but, you know, since it is a video tonight, and since I didn't talk throughout the whole thing, I might as well narrate a little bit for this video. But yeah. Yeah, it sucks that they're so expensive, but, I mean, honestly, like, $300 is cheap compared to all the other options. Like, compared to the new Nintendo Switch, I think you can buy the first Nintendo Switch for around $300, maybe $250. But the Nintendo Switch 2, the newest one, is like $500. I don't even know why. I mean, I guess just for Nintendo games. I'm not the biggest Nintendo guy anymore. I still like the Zelda games. I haven't really played much of
Sending you
the newer
mission
ones.
coordinates now.
I still
Happy
love
hunting.
the older ones. I still have the emulator on my PC, but
Get
I don't
yourself
know.
squared away.
Nintendo and Japan are becoming so weird with their content. Like,
Alright,
I would
let's get
actually advise against playing emulators and playing Nintendo right now. I just think that Nintendo and Japan as a whole, they're trying to protect their brands, I guess, basically. And they're trying to make money on them again. And their economy is sorely, sorely hurting right now. And I don't even know what's going to be able to fix it. I feel like a global economic crash is really the only way to fix most economies. But we got to have something to transition into. And the fact that we're not even doing that yet is kind of worrisome. It kind of just sets the mood of probably where we're headed. It might mean that, you know, we are headed for war. Which is always a half-decent excuse to crash the markets, or I don't know. Usually it's a crash market that will kind of set up.
We've identified active locust comm terminals at this location. Find and disable them.
Roger.
How bad would that war stretch over into our territory? I mean, it really just kind of depends on how much they actually want to focus on the foreign terrorist cells that they have inside of our nation right now. If they're going to get rid of them, are they going to start mass deporting, let's just say Iranians, or anyone who be affiliated with the Iranian war? Will they go really free and try to get rid of
Drone down.
not been playing with folks yeah, what I was gonna say, are they gonna do a mass ban of Islamic people? Talk about this different pundits will talk about. So much lag. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna play this probably as soon as I get off. I'm watching this video, dog. Probably a good play right now, but I want to just don't feel like it. Well, no, I can't do that. My internet sucks so bad. I'm thinking about getting new internet here soon. I'm trying to convince my current internet company to up their capabilities by threatening them that I'll switch. I don't know if anybody's ever tried this strategy. I do it quite a bit. Companies that I don't like. I'll just like basically like threaten them like, alright bro, I found a new better option. If you don't increase your capabilities, I might be a dick and I might switch you out. I might cheat on you, Wendy. I'm joking. I don't know anybody named Wendy. I used to actually. I never dated her. Everybody told me she was a cokehead. That's a different story. I don't date cokeheads. I don't date. I don't know, man. There's something weird about people that do cocaine. I had a roommate that did cocaine, and I ended up hating him by the time he left. We were friends in high school, but he started doing cocaine, and I was just like, bro, I'm not cool with you doing cocaine.
Find the others.
I'm here, like, I know you see me smoking the good stuff, but, you know, it's not the same. Anyway, I digress. I need to quit here soon, actually. Start taking my seriously.
Too ugly to live.
I got too many cool games to play.
Where are you going? I thought you wanted some of this.
Kind of weird juggling a girlfriend, juggling a show, juggling an Xbox. Oh, man, you gotta juggle.
That's how it's done.
Juggle a job. I gotta juggle coffee time. I gotta juggle ranting time. Whenever I like raid Owen's channel or raid on the show. I haven't really been watching InfoWars. InfoWars is getting on my nerves. I don't know why. Like, it's more so like, I don't know, it's more so like watching the show and like already knowing everything they're talking about. I don't feel like I learned a lot.
Stay down.
It doesn't feel like tomorrow's news today. That's what
Sending you the location for a power cord.
Honestly, I'll get more out of my show
I'll update the
than I will out of his show.
Affirmative.
I mean, I do get the nightly news. That's a plus. Gives me all the advanced news and even 4 news for the next 4 news. Forecasted news for the next day. Almost. What I'm trying to say is it's kind of nice having a nightly, not nightly, almost nightly news show. Tri-nightly. 3-day nightly. Tri-nightly.
Got it.
Is that a word? Sounds good this way. Tri-nightly.
Changing cover.
Yeah, I'm sticking to the 3-day show.
Clean kill. Ready to mass?
I don't know, unless I'm just feeling frisky and I want to jump into a game. But yeah, I think I should stick to the 3-day model. That way I can juggle my time, juggle them boobies. Ow! That was to the face. That was a good shot.
Nice.
Sure made my body bloody.
Supply drop incoming. Get over there and pick it up.
We had more Yeah, I don't know what the cheap options for PlayStation are.
Watch it.
I'm more of an Xbox guy, so I would probably say Xbox over PlayStation, but at the same time, I mean, there's not a huge difference. I like the Xbox controller better.
Nice and easy.
It's like the button
Rig's ready to go.
and the
Let's resupply before we leave.
Come to pop. Good for this.
Juggled and loaded.
Now this I can work with.
I don't even know what the fuck killed me right there. I'm mad. And
Now
I'm not even playing right now.
Oh, they're
It's kind of
gonna
funny
get
when
it
you're watching
now.
somebody get mad from not even knowing what the fuck doing. Price and lag. Figure out gonna punch. Oh, I got this thing in my hand.
Drone
Yeah,
down.
actually. Maybe you got those things.
Now this I can work with.
What I like about this, these games are very competitive.
Stack them
I'll
up.
play versus mode, I'll definitely not play which that might be the reason that I should download this on PC.
Hey Carter, need some for the rest.
Another reason why I have a laptop, I like the, I mean, I travel quite a bit. And, I mean, I can just use my laptop wherever. Oh man, like, I'm telling myself not to, but that Asus ROG Ally X thing, the handheld Xbox that I was telling you about earlier, I was thinking about getting it. I'm trying to resist it though, because I'm just like, bro, you don't need it. You have a fucking laptop, you have an Xbox, you don't need it. But I got like this bug in my brain telling me to get it, and I'm not listening. Of course, Plus, it's already been on for years. They did take down the price on it, I noticed. An article I saw, whenever I was looking it up, and it said that they reduced the price at the beginning of the year. But I think they're already raising the price because of the price of chips right now. It also has a specialized chip. Handheld. Lots of modified chips.
Scratch one.
Like Xbox has a modified chip. Even the PC have like chips. Those are getting more expensive right now. But there's a massive supply reduction.
Let that be a warning.
Cost
Little
up.
grubby friends.
And we're basically divorcing with China. Taking their chips. I don't know if we're still taking chips from Taiwan, but I would assume that we still have deals with Taiwan.
Good to go.
Especially while we are transitioning toward American manufacturing.
Taking fire.
We do have chips.
Gotta reload.
I have no clue how much those are going to cost. I assume they're going to be expensive. We're going to have to find new ways to develop American items for much cheaper. I don't know what's going to bring that cost down.
Looks dead to me.
I'm trying to figure out that gun with the chain on it. It's almost like you got to hold down the stick to be able to stick it to the enemy. Are you kidding me? Sometimes you'll shoot it and it won't stick in them. I don't know why that is, but maybe if they have more health, sometimes you gotta stick them twice. Maybe armor deflects it, I'm not sure. These games are getting advanced. Like, you'll be shooting at their face and you'll watch the helmet pop off their face. It looks a lot more detailed than the older games that did that.
All right, Brooke, don't let it go to your head. Is that all you got?
Yeah, definitely.
Down and out.
Man, I need to think about making some kids. I don't know, I'm so distracted with the war and everything else. I don't even think about making kids. I mean, I'll think about the process a lot, but I just don't think about actually having kids. I'm not thinking about the process, though. Especially with the beautiful lady.
Hardly seems fair.
Heads up here. There's a large sea-hole forming near your location.
Random people just come and pick you up. I don't even know what that was. I feel like ran off. Shoots me and runs off. Yeah, hooked it. Hooked it. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Finally healed, running back at him. Sometimes I think the enemies disappear. Oh my gosh, I'm still in there. That's weird. Design laptops poorly for ventilation. You know, it's kind of interesting. One has like 3 different modes. Let's see, there's silent, there's
Be emerged near your position just appeared in your vicinity. We've supplied to deployed ordnance to the area. Find that E-hole
puts the
and
fans
close
on the
it.
turbo. What's interesting about my laptop, it's specifically a gaming PC, or a gaming laptop. And it has like these massive, almost like holes on the back, just for ventilation. It's kind of interesting when you say that. But I mean, this PC is probably uses double the power the last PC used. That's me.
Don't make me shoot you.
God damn it.
Got your back. Place is stuck.
Nasty.
I don't want to jinx my laptop, but I've been enjoying it so far. Had it for... Well, I guess once Black Friday rolls around, I've had it for about a year. I guess like what, like 9 months? Something like that? 8 or 9 months?
Disruptors ready and waiting. I'll take those.
I also like that the rounds are pretty long. They give you different objectives throughout the entire thing.
Ready to dispense.
Gives you and the team something to do. Plus there's incentive to protect each other, so that you pick each other up. That means not wandering off too far, which I do quite a bit. Like an asshole. Sometimes I'm just kind of hoping that they're following me, but they're not. Plus I'm not communicating with them. Hopefully I recorded the one video where the dude was cussing at me. I don't know if he was cussing at me or somebody else, but he was cussing at somebody. Slightly amusing to listen to. There were a few videos that didn't make it. Had some tower issues and the Xbox cut off.
Now's our chance! Get the bomb in there!
And that was my fault.
Corps are incoming!
Now, why they have like a bunch of like 80s looking cars in E-Day? That's what really kind of like... It's kind of weird.
Hit it! Now!
Chosen art styles. Cause like you have like futuristic gear and stuff, but like cars and shit. I don't know, they almost look like they're 60s. 70s, 60s, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Like this is on another planet, by the way. Like, a lot of people don't even know the story of Gears of War. This is another planet. And something they always said, like the developers, the writers, always said that people on this planet are technologically behind.
Watch out! Jump!
For some reason that means they have like 80s cars.
It's white!
Which makes no sense if they have, you know, space travel and all this other shit. I mean, they got to the planet somehow. Obviously.
Oh, they're gonna get it now. Now, Buck needs to cool. Watch out! Placing disruptor. That's working. Keep shooting.
Ready to deploy. Sending you coordinates, CLD. Head there and clear the area.
Charge.
That was the greatest thing about Gears 2. It had a long story. Compared to the first game. Yeah, Gears of War 2 was definitely my favorite. That's not even questionable. That was the one that introduced the Run! That's the one that introduced the torque bow. They made the torque bow kind of shitty in this, but at the same time, I don't know, sometimes it's good to downgrade a gun that's a little bit OP. Overpowered. Like, where the fuck did he go? Like, I could hear him, and I have, like, no clue where he's at. That's why I was like, do the enemies disappear if, like, you leave the screen or something? No idea what I did. So yeah, this game is 14 years before
LZ,
the
still
first
hot
Gears
here.
of War.
Clear it so the
That's why
Raven can land
Marcus
for
and Dom
exfil.
look like a lot younger.
Come back here. Gotta lighten the load. Got one.
But it's weird that, 14 years means that the cars look like they're from the 80s. I don't know why that's a thing, but I don't know. Whoever decided on that, so. It's like, look, you got that weird looking tank that's right next to him. Like, that's kind of futuristic, but then you have that 80s taxi right there. They don't have future in the future. I mean, it is a fantasy game. I shouldn't take it too seriously. I don't know. Just odd decisions. It's kind of like Fallout. If you ever played a Fallout game, like in that game, I think you're like in the 40s or something. No, I'm sorry. The tech is still stuck in the 40s or 50s. And you're like in the year 2077 or something like that. And technology is stuck in place, but
KRA
still in the
0
future.
inbound. Keep that LZ cold for me, Gears.
I mean, there's still future. If you played the game, then you know what I'm talking about.
Come to Papa.
I still haven't even watched season 2 of Fallout. I watched the first season, and I was just kind of like, I don't know why they have to add all the, I don't know, masculine, feminine actors. I mean, I don't know, she was mostly feminine, but at the same time, she took a lot of masculine roles. She's the main character, she's wearing the, what is it called? Mech suit. Fallout suit.
Get out of here.
Don't get me wrong, I like strong female characters every now and then, but it can be like it kind of takes away from the persona. Bro, I barely missed that fucking extraction.
Looks like they didn't make it, and I can't stick around forever.
Which is bullshit because nobody made it to the extraction point.
Come on home.
Like, I didn't make it. And she's like saying like, I can't wait forever. It's like, bro, like I was literally right there. Probably saw me running up and you're like leaving.
Cobb tag, time to RTB.
I'm
Directing you to the landing zone. Make sure it's clear. Cobb tag secured. Stay sharp. Stick together.
There's another video I think that happens in too.
That fucking gun's dry.
But this one actually didn't lose the game. Like this one, if like none of the players make it to the extraction point, I guess you get a second chance and she'll meet you somewhere else. That's kind of interesting. The other time that I missed the extraction, which I didn't even know the plane was there, it was like right next to me and I didn't realize it was there. I'll probably see it after this video or something. Maybe the next video out. Probably, actually. Now that you mentioned that, the agent of the developers. Yeah, I mean, probably Gen X. Usually 80s babies, right? Gen X. I think Gen X is, what, 1975, 1990? Oh, I'm sorry, I take that back.
Nice.
I think it ends in 1985. The year for Gen X. And then after 85, it's Gen Y.
Gotta reload.
Hightail it to the LZ. Your ride's inbound and needs the area cleared.
Now this I can work with. Scratch one drum.
Actually saying in Owen's chat room earlier today, you need a movie to watch. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a movie called Running Man. It's on Amazon Video right now. I don't even like pay for the streaming services a lot of the time. I mean, I just get Amazon because I'll use the shipping or whatever they got. I don't know. In my area, it's just better for me to use Amazon than postal service.
I'm good.
They actually use their own shipping.
Ground forces, this is KR80. I'm on approach.
Postal service feels like they're going anywhere. Like I won't get my packages where I ask them to. Now they actually ship my Xbox where I told them to. Always had issues. Started just buying things from Amazon and everything started showing up the way it needed to. And I'm just like, oh, well. Plus, you know, Amazon Prime or wherever they give you Amazon Video.
I'm burning fuel.
And they give you some kind of special something on Twitch. Amazon's own Twitch. Another reason why I use Amazon. Probably shouldn't. I probably be selling my information.
We're heading back to base.
Like sometimes,
not everyone made it.
certain things outweigh the others.
Copy that, 8-0. A hard-fought victory.
I'm not an
The years we
Amazon
lost
fan
will
at
not
all.
be forgotten.
I don't know, just like, do I pick Walmart or Amazon, damn it? I feel like we're losing options. I actually want a Meijer. Anybody knows what a Meijer's is? We need a Meijer's here in Tennessee. We don't have any Meijer's in Tennessee at all. It's like another version of Walmart, but like German or something. Oh yeah, the chick from Fallout. Yeah. I was trying to think. I was like, who is he talking about? Yeah, she was alright. Yeah. I don't know. Like Fallout is just one of those games that's I feel like it's primarily played by white dudes. I don't mean to sound racial about it. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird the casting of who they put in that flick. I mean, I guess I'm not against. You know what's weird about that though? Like, I always play as the female character a lot of the time in Fallout. There's different games where I'll end up picking a female character over a dude character because I don't know if it's a third-person game. A lot of times I'll pick a chick because I don't want to be looking at a dude the entire game, unless I just feel like being different. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Like, what was it? The Outer Worlds 2. I ended up picking a dude character because I knew they were going to put a bunch of feminist
Every square inch of this city
shit
is
in it,
under
and they
local
did.
control. Look alive. Pushing coordinates to you
I
now.
think like the evil character in the game is a female.
Get yourself squared away. Feeling light or ready?
The secondary character is a black dude. It's like there's like certain characteristics that are always repeating in the liberal propaganda. That's what's weird about it. It's like they'll, it's like Gears of War. Whenever it first came out, you had Dom right next to Marcus the entire game, and Dom, he's like Mexican or something.
Locust
He might
just
be
took
like,
a rig offline.
I don't know,
I need you to
Mexican
repair it
American or
and
something. I don't know
clear out
what he is
all
exactly,
remaining
but
contacts.
he has like a Spanish accent. You always just kind of assume that he's like Mexican or something. At least I did.
And stay down.
Like, I mean, they were always kind of including some of the diversity early on. I don't know, like, Dom always seemed like a natural character. He didn't seem like something that was implanted for propaganda. Now, I don't know who this new chick is that's a part of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up dying in the game at some point, just to make sure she doesn't pop up another Gears of War game. Sometimes they'll throw in those random characters just to kill them off. There was another game like that where it was like DEI, but they killed off the DEI character, and I was just kind of like, oh, that's strange. Didn't expect that. Yeah, that was whenever I was testing the fall range. It still let me survive, but I took damage. I dropped off a 2-story building. Tested. I was like, really, I'll just go down for a minute. Yeah, Myers is one of the stores that was mentioned for reducing the prices.
That was satisfying. Get ready for reinforcements.
That's why I was wanting Myers here. I think Walmart did too, but I haven't really noticed any changes with Walmart. Amazon, I feel like the prices change based on who's buying the product. Like you'll notice like the prices change almost daily on Amazon. They probably do have different prices for certain groups of people. I would not be surprised because Amazon is one of those weird DEI companies. I mean, you can tell by Amazon.com. Oh yeah, and one other thing to mention about the movie Running Man, if you haven't seen it yet. First 20 minutes, bad writing where it has a little bit of DEI added to it. But after you get past those 20 minutes, it's a great movie. Yeah. Like, after I ignored that part of the movie, I was just kind of like, okay, now I like it. Now it feels more like an 80s movie or something. You'll notice what I'm talking about. There's certain times when it's just kind of obvious. I don't even know what happened to that one enemy. It's like randomly disappeared off the screen.
Shooters shooting, Santiago!
Good to go.
Are you on the East Coast or West Coast? You don't gotta give away any specific details if you don't want to. Some people get weird about revealing their location.
I'm bleeding out! I'm out!
Yeah, we don't have fire in Steve, we got him.
Reloading!
Back to having been there and you. These days, you don't even want to like travel off in space. I don't. That's the way the world is right now. It's like, hell, you can get arrested in Florida for like criticizing Israel now. I was watching a video about that the other day. That's another reason why I think the whole fish bag calling out Byron's on a huge deal. I'm curious how that's going to turn out. I don't know if Fishback's going to make it to the midterms.
Everything's green on
Based off of his rhetoric. I mean, maybe he has good protection. I have no clue. I wish him the best. God bless him. God be with you. He's gonna need it.
Head to the supply
What you're up
cache.
against,
We've
bro.
got some new hardware for you to field test.
I mean, as long as Fishback is legit, I've always kind of wondered if he's like controlled opposition. I just know that we have certain candidates that are going to be playing
Sending you the location
that are actually
Command wants it secured with haste.
like I think they're going hardcore double agent kill. Yeah.
I got the intel.
Yeah, don't get coffee at Walmart. What the fuck? Coffee's gone up quite a bit. I don't know if that's because all the presents that we have in South America.
Got one.
What did we do to Brazil to deserve this? Actually, you know what? I think we did give Brazil a bunch of tariffs. That might be why we have more expensive coffee now. Man, those tariffs didn't really work out, did they? We're supposed to have tariff checks by now. What the fuck is any of that shit? We had so many fucking provinces that you're supposed to have by now. Like, we were supposed to have energy costs being cut in half by the end of last year, and then it got moved to the end of this year. Where the fuck is any of that? I don't like it, but I'm sure you can tell it.
Scratch one grub.
Oh, you're about to die. Run, me! Save your life! I like this incinerator gun. It wasn't so hot. No! I'm like, oh, I'm dead. They're surrounding me. They can actually flip you over and kill you if they want to. I don't know what triggers that, but a lot of the time they'll leave you alone. I'm just crawling over to my teammate.
Ready to deploy.
God, they noticed I was down here. I don't even know where he came from.
Shit, Tom. You gotta get ready.
Thanks, John. Whoever that character is. I wish our own characters had their names like this. Some character named Gamer Girl earlier, but gamer was spelled G-A-Y-M-E-R, so I think it might have been a trans person.
Got a spare power core in need of transport. Grab it and bring it to the rig. Sending you the location. Affirmative.
Gotta be careful online. Can't assume by the name. I don't know, maybe she's a gay girl. I don't know, that could be another case. We won't assume anything though. Iowa. Cool, cool. Yeah, I started taking times off my videos because I did the replay video. Plus, I usually start pretty close whenever I start my waiting room or whatever you want to call it. Waiting room before the show starts. Chat room, whatever. Speaking of 80s music.
Damn, that thing packs a punch. Good hustle. Let's resupply before we leave.
Yeah, it's hard to watch many movies, but I mean, I don't know. Like, there's so many like movies that have been ruined now. I like literally have to look over the DVI stuff. You know, it sounds weird. Just try to ignore those types of things. And I'm just kind of like, I mean, they keep fucking doing it. Like, what are we gonna do? We just make our own movies? We make our own AI movies? When they fucked up in the old movies, I actually thought about that the other day. It's like, man, we could like remake all these shitty movies they made with all the shit that they added. Like, some people are already modding Cortana from Halo. Changing the phase they took from that package. I mean, I said it again, I don't actually know. Like, why else would you trade yourself as a female character? Frag out! Well, we might live in a world where faggot becomes the word you can say eventually.
Throwing frag! Hardly seems fair.
For some reason the music takes off the edge of the game. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because this song feels like it's a prom night song or something. Seems like one of those songs that you dance with your girl on prom night. This song. Jangle 7. I forgot I made like multiple versions of this song. I like the jingle to it. I named it Jangle.
The rig needs time to calibrate. Keep the area clear of grubs until it's done. We'll go.
Groovy bass wave.
Okay. Who's next? I feel about that. And that's how it's done. That's gotta hurt. Taking fire. That was sad. Walk it off.
So much stuff going on.
Fire.
Pause the music for a second. It's like, that doesn't sound good together. All of that music, whatever the hell is going on.
Who's next? Friendly down.
Sounds like a damn war zone.
Gear down. I got you. I'm dead. Defend the ring. Thanks. Needed that.
Yeah, we kept on falling down in the same spot.
We have a gear down.
And we like picking each other up and like falling at the same
Hot
time.
tank burning a hole in your pocket.
We're gonna
Come on,
lose the ring.
fly cash.
I'm out of ammo.
Hurt cache drop near your position. Sooner you secure it, the better.
Don't mind if I do. Get ready.
Did you see who they replaced Nikita with?
That should slow them down.
I think I might have talked about that last Wednesday. I think they replaced him with somebody possibly worse. I don't know that for a fact that he's worse, but he is still part of the same religion.
I don't know, Dom. I think that one's still twitching. One down.
If you can call it a religion.
I'm reloading. Look on
Yeah,
your
this
face. Watch it.
Psytrance is much better. What's the genre of the music? I don't know where to shoot those things. Just shoot them wherever. I don't know where the weak point is. yeah, that was the gamer girl. I was like, what am I shooting at? That was my teammate that wouldn't vote. I was waiting on her to vote. I think it's a dude. I got this gamer girl. Yeah, I was happy about Nikita leaving, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's going to be better. I was thinking it was going to be better. I was all excited. And then I realized that I played something similar. I don't know. I guess we can hope for the best.
Control, we're ready for extraction.
Directing you to the landing zone. Make sure to secure it.
Apparently, metaphor or something. I miss metal, man. I need to listen to more metal music in here soon. Maybe the next playlist will be metal music. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Try to focus on some metal music. I kept on like asking myself, like, what am I gonna do next? Kind of took a break from making all the music this past month. That was already been a month. It's on fast. Time is moving. Everybody says CERN has been closed down. I'm just like, are you sure? About that. Man, I'll tell you what though. Yeah. Recording videos on Xbox, they made it crazy fast. I had to like have to like make this third show this week. Trying to figure out how do you record videos and shit. Like, how do you record it on a certain removable disc and blah blah blah. First option. Actually, like it's in my hard drive. Then, one of the other options should have worked. And what's even crazier, the option that was not supposed to work, it even said like in a box, don't even try to use SD cards. Well, I defied that reality, and yeah, it allowed me to use a USB card reader to thing I don't like about Xbox. They have a bias towards Twitch.
Hey, come on! Find another dirt patch to play in. You're standing in my LZ.
For the longest time, they only allowed you to stream to Twitch. When this stream to Twitch is used, it's not streaming very long. I'm trying to test it out. Like one other stream service on Xbox, like 2 other stream
Alright, people, file in!
Light stream,
shut up!
Streamlabs, they allow you to also stream now. Light streams, that's one allows you to stream to 3 different platforms. 2 or 3, I can't remember the exact number, but I don't think so. Might try that. That was the point where I missed the fucking helicopter and lost the game. At least I lost it. I was the MVP of the fucking
Not everyone made it. Allowed is clear, 8-0. The odds were against you.
Like, we got victory, but they didn't pick me up. Like, I was literally right there. If I'm within 5 feet and walking towards the helicopter, they should let me know. It's fucking bullshit. Fucking leaving the MVP on the ground. You kidding me? Guess I'll just fucking make a bed upstairs. Whatever house they're in. Was in. Actually, I'm gonna make a bed on the roof. I don't know. Where would you live if you were under siege of locusts? And your helicopter just fucking left you? What's up, Maji? I'll be lurking and lurking all good tonight. Doing pretty good, man. Trying out the new beta testing for Gears of War E-Day, Emergence Day. Pretty fun so far. Honestly, this makes up for Halo. This makes up for the failures of Halo, if you ask me. Like I said, I'm gonna savor my review of the Gears of War campaign for whenever the game actually comes out, October 6th. So the game's not out yet. This is just a beta. I don't even think that I downloaded the full game. I think this is just the multiplayer beta that they put out. You can pre-order the game right now. I think they also have early access at some point. I don't know when that is, though. This is a good song. How you doing, Maji? You propping up all your what do you call them? Podcasters, creators. I know you said you like the market and everything. You got live chat on your platform? I'll be right back.
Sending you the coordinates. Locusts are dug in deep. Watch your sector.
Cut the chatter. We're up.
All right. Let's get to it. Got multiple tangos bearing down on your position. Hold your place. Tell them what you're made of. Acknowledged.
Now,
Don't let these grubs surround us.
oh, they're gonna get it now.
Can't be much more of them. Last push.
Ready to go.
Everything's way better now.
We're done here. Let's resupply while we can.
So, like, I guess one thing I was going to ask you about your platform, do I have to, like, pay to, I don't know, be on the platform or anything? I'm just trying to make sure, because, like, I try to do this as cheaply as possible. And I mean, I don't pay Rumble or anybody to stream or nothing, so I guess I was just trying to be sure about that. Otherwise, I mean, I want as many platforms as possible.
Come to Papa!
Picking up abnormal seismic activity at your location. Watch out for evils. Plug them when you see them. Solid copy.
mosquito hunting light. It's not working at the moment, so I'm gonna let it recharge. And I'll fight the mosquito here in a minute. I've gotten really good at hunting mosquitoes. Whenever they show up.
Supply drop incoming. Get over there and pick it up.
Rigged online and scanning. I actually got mad at Rumble. We're trying to, I don't know, market more to creators than their actual audience. I thought that was kind of weird. It's almost like they were trying to get us to pay, you know, to get promoted or whatever. I mean, they don't claim that they promote you whenever you pay for premium, but they do give you, I guess, some additional features. I guess allow you to monetize in more ways. I don't know if like you get paid for premium or not. I don't know, man. They don't tell you enough. That's the problem. Like, I don't know. You'd have to like go check into their like creator programs and stuff like that, but I just feel like there's a lot of fine print that they don't tell you about. And I mean, they're just trying to market towards creators more than their audience. Like, why don't you make your creators pay? I don't know, it's like they're not incentivizing you to pay for like the creators' content. Kind of I kind of like that you can drop 2-story building and just not damage that badly.
Running out. Last chance, or it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, yes, no. I was telling somebody that last night, actually.
You're wasting ammo.
Talking to somebody out west, and they were saying that, you know, they got a bunch of smoke from these fires. I was like, doesn't it rain over there quite a bit?
Gotta be new on the draw here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think half of these fires are natural. It's a strange number of fires that are unexplained burn trails. But yeah, it's been very, very rainy here in Tennessee this year.
Central Florida.
Sim's ready to go.
You're not getting away from me. Right there.
Get ready for reinforcements. Needed that.
Here in South Carolina, Maji. How about in your neck of the world? Yeah, we got Tennessee here, we got Death Mounds in Iowa, Maji in South Carolina. I assume that's what that means. Let's see. I always said, like, if there was another state to move to in the South, it would probably be South Carolina. My It's because y'all have nice, pretty beaches over in Charleston. Yeah, it's called Charleston, right? Charleston, South Carolina. Went on vacation there one year with family. Absolutely love it. It was also kind of weird because, like, first vacation where most of the women didn't go in our family. We're like, this is a strangely relaxing vacation.
Not too sad,
Take that!
It's usually rainy. Yeah, very humid this year. I've got a neck fan. That's been helping me quite a bit.
it burns!
Take the fan with me. Definitely stay hydrated. I've actually gone to the ER for dehydration before. It was my stupid mistake because I was drinking these. What was it? It was some type of water caffeine, like caffeinated. It was like a flavored caffeinated drink that you like pour into your water. And apparently, if you like do too many of those things, they can like put a bunch of like sugars in your stomach and like drive you the fuck out. Just don't even do this. It's gonna be that bad guy that talks against the product. And be like, well, I got a fucking story to tell you. I ended up in a ER for a day and a half. I couldn't drink water anymore. I had to get IV and stuff. First time I ever had an IV.
I'm reloading.
Tennessee
Sweet.
is like in between. There's like certain categories. I remember like knowing and stuff like a few years ago. I don't think I know it as well now. It's like there's different layers of like the like Tennessee is like still subtropical somehow. I guess because of like I don't know, like I guess the closer you get to Florida, the closer you get to the coast, basically it's gonna be more subtropical. While like, you know, actual Florida would be
Anyone need a pick me?
Subtropical, right? Peninsula at least. Especially with Everglades. It might still be subtropical. It's definitely going to be much more closer to tropical. Tropical climate is what I mean. Temperate, I think, basically means kind of like in between. Where we get tropical-like weather, but we also get wild winters. That's the craziness of Tennessee, though. Like, I'm sure you probably get worse winters than we do. Or not Ohio. South Carolina, I imagine that to be pretty similar. Bunch of we still have our nice one.
Throw it flat!
Honestly, it's a little bit of being closer to the same some of that crazy tropical weather. Like, we don't get near as bad as hurricanes. I know we just have that crazy wind North Carolina got hit. Parts of East Tennessee got hit too. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit part of South Carolina too. I don't know how far it stretched. No, it definitely was North Carolina and Tennessee. Right on that.
Gotta reload! Where you go? I thought you wanted some of this.
Honestly, the IV was the best part. Something fresh, something good actually. Actually, I felt like $1 million. I'm not gonna lie. I got that activation. I guess I really am surprised. You know what really made me mad though? And I'm sorry if this offends anybody. Marijuana for a large portion of my life. But I'm probably gonna quit in the next year or so. But they kept on asking me like, why, how did this happen? And I kept on telling them about the drink. But I also mentioned that, sometimes smoking marijuana can make you dehydrated. Maybe cotton well. That's something well known about it. And the doctor completely freaks out, an Asian doctor. He's blaming it on marijuana entirely at that point. I was just like, no. I've been doing it most of my life, that never happened. Seems like I drink water. It was definitely the sugar drink that I was drinking. I think they were called Milos or something like that. What was it called? Yeah, Mio Fit. That's what it was. Mio Fit. Don't drink the Mio Fit. Water additive. They also have vitamin burns and stuff. I just say don't get them. Got some big sugar. It might be the caffeine. You can put as much as you want. I might be able to. It already traumatized me. Not doing that. I like to call it an activation. Not an activation, but an activation. It's almost like saxophone. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of saxophone music. I don't know why. I remember even getting my friend to give me his saxophone from band camp. He gave it to me because he never used it. I don't even know how I went down there. But he gave me his saxophone. He had a big dent in it. I ended up not using it, but I ended up selling it eventually.
Gotta stick together.
I wasn't going to get it back at that point. So if I'm going to get a saxophone, I'm also going to start ended up not getting one though. Guess I can pick up a saxophone anytime I want to though.
Anyone need a picnic?
Glad they let you plug the hole.
Defense extends.
You throw a grenade in the hole and plug them. More enemies don't come out.
Come back here.
The gun is not good for long range.
Great data collected. Well done.
I think it's called the Ripper. Okay, an LMG type weapon. 2 clips on the top. 2 magazines.
Who's on exfil control?
You did us proud. Dropping the coordinates for exfil. Make your way to the LZ and secure it.
Got some gas blue.
Charge!
Sometimes you need some smooth jazz. Smooth jazz to get you through the locust form. Playing your jazz blues through the streets. Everybody's like, this is some fairy shit. Nah, brah. This is sex music. You gotta think about what the ladies like. You can throw some stuff in that makes you bounce your head too. Ooh.
Too close. I'm on your side.
You like short range LMG.
KR-80 can't land if the LZ's crawling with grubs. Clear them out.
Give me that.
Might have a smaller spread than
Barrier deployed.
Land here, no, what is this gun? I forgot what this gun's called. Ruchi or something? It's almost like a scopeless rifle. I don't know how to really characterize it. It's like a DMR.
Night, night. That should slow them down.
Yeah, there's so many different kinds of like cannabis medicines now. I mean, CBD is not the only thing either. There's like so many other cannabinoids that I don't know. They give you different effects. It's a very complex subject. I actually used to work at a hemp shop. Yep, that's one of the honors I have, is being able to work at a hemp shop here in Tennessee for guess, for at least a few years during the legal years. We had like 10 years of legal weed, and now it's illegal again. That's another, I mean, I can't buy anymore. And I'm actually not going to buy anymore. That's another good thing. I get to save money now. Let's have what's left over, and after that, it's gone. I don't sell either, so don't ask me. I don't expect anybody to, so. Just joking. Oh no, Death smells looks like CBD. I thought not. I read that from the wrong person. CBD is more for anxiety in my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe it does help some people with pain. I don't really notice it that much.
Pushing grid coordinates now. Stay alert. You're advancing into enemy territory.
I treat it as medicinal, I treat it as recreational. I mean, it's an overall, all-around medicine for me. I just say recreational too, because I mean, it's become like a cultural thing. So like, you know, people who smoke naturally get along with other smokers.
Need you to make a run for me. I have a spare power core and a rig that could use it.
Understood.
Like, I made so many friends just through smoking. I'm not saying I talk to half of them still, but, you know. It's just easier to make friends that way. It's kind of like drinking, as long as you have the right drinking buddy. There are some bad drinking buddies. I don't really drink anymore, though. That's another reason I smoke. I feel like it's my vice. My healthier vice. More mentally healthier vice. So like alcohol, that's something that dehydrates you. I mean, it's literally called a depressant, which, depressing a cell, the brain cells, which is what alcohol does, by drying you out.
Damn.
It actually dehydrates you.
Good hustle.
There's actually bad sugars in certain alcoholic drinks.
Can't complain about that.
Dehydrate you too. Nothing as bad as those fucking VO additives.
Target eliminated. Now I'm feeling it.
Yeah, CBD. I'm trying to think. I used to know what that was good for. I think it has some anti-cancer qualities. I'll have to look it up again, but it does have something interesting about it. It might be pain. I can't remember exactly. But I want to also say that it might have something. Obviously, that's not coming to me.
We're picking up multiple contacts inbound on your get in and defend it.
Make sure you check that. I can't remember the exact. Can I shoot me through the window? Well, then actually, oh, I know. I'll try some lag. Where is everybody?
Thanks for the assist. Oh, that's good.
if I would have bought on the frickin' Xbox website, I would have gotten a terabyte of storage. This one's only got 512. Still a decent amount for like 3 or 4 games. But that's all it's gonna run. Like, for example, the new Oblivion game is 120 gigs. Yeah, that's just one game. So, you can imagine. Halo would like, take around 80 gigs, maybe 90. Yeah, between 70 and 90. That's just what the game's made. I was really hoping for the new Halo multiplayer. Like, I could have swore somebody fucking made a video with Unreal 5 fog. Might have been Halo Anniversary, but they did upgrade the graphics on most of that stuff. I can't believe that game. It's already like 10 to 15 years old. I can't believe that's already been that long. It's insane. I remember buying that game. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
Give me that. There.
I don't know. I feel like a trend is starting now with this new Halo coming out. I'm just like, well, now they can release a new Halo every 15 years, like a remake of the first one. I'm sure the next one will probably be the last one. 15 years from now, the game's gonna be insane. You're probably gonna be able to fucking be cheap for the fucking money. You'll probably be able to like Neuralink into the game. Fire. I bet that should be around like, I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know what is shooting at me. I guess it's those little pods above me.
Back in the fight.
That's what that is. So those things fucking shoot at you. I didn't know that. I was like, what the fuck is shooting at me? You have those little pods like right above my head. I didn't notice it was shooting at me the first time when I saw that.
You're not getting away from me.
There's like this little fat pod thing that will like fly to the sky and it'll drop other smaller pods. I thought they were like little pods.
That should slow me down. Move it!
Let's see here, what you got? Helps with pain, doesn't have cycle or active infection. Undesired side effects from the brain. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's probably going to be different between each user. You know, what type of effects you want. I think that's also another reason to be aware of what you
they're gonna get it now.
I'm not saying you have to do that, because otherwise it's going to consume. I mean, really, the gummies, you can take whatever THC you want for gummies nowadays, depending on what state you're in, I guess. I think we are still going to have D8 and D10 still available in Tennessee as the gummies. I don't think milligrams are going to be as high. The main thing that was banned in Tennessee is THCA, which converts to Delta 9 to be illegal THC. Remember, I jumped around. I said D8 to D10. D8, I think, is a synthetic form of CBD. At least it's derived from CBD. And somehow it creates D8, which is a form of THC. It's kind of interesting how CBD has certain conversion capabilities. almost like, I mean, you change a little bit of the chemistry and it becomes a different compound. I mean, I don't know, I guess, the entire details of it. My boss that taught me a lot of this stuff, he knew a little bit more about it. Like, he was learning from, like, YouTube videos and stuff, but he was teaching me about the, years now. I don't know, it's like a compound of the THC structure. How, like, there were very slight variations of that structure between, like, D8, D9,
Emergence hole!
There's even higher strains above that, D11 and 12, I think. Then it starts to go up into, like, letters, and I don't know, but they're all, like, small little variations of the compound. I don't know if that's the right way to, like, describe it. I'm not trying to act like I know, these things as, like, a professional. Yeah, so always consult your doctor. Gotta be legal about it. Always ask your doctor before you start growing. Don't eat it. If you can't eat it, it's better.
Knock that shit off!
It's also one of those things that's extremely hard to overdose on. I don't even think you can overdose on it. Now, I have passed out from dabbing. I don't really dab anymore, though. I feel like dabbing is more for, like, people that want to get, like, fucking smashed. People that just want to get fucking up. Like, honestly, that might be a better, safer thing to do than actually get smashed. It's not like I'm recommending it for, like, going out to parties. I mean, you know, there's still lots of people that do that. What's for kids' safety nowadays? I'm going to recommend the opposite. I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be that person that recommends the right thing. Not many of those anymore. I might as well be that fucking person. I don't know, sometimes I'm joking.
Friendly fire!
Sometimes it's just for fun, sometimes... I don't know. Oh man. I'm gonna make this world a better place. We're gonna start telling people the right thing. I'll be like, gag a few YouTubers people. Fucking crank. Look at that lag, man. Some of it's entertaining, some of it's kind of like that.
Get those cog tags to the supply cache.
Talking about yoga now?
Nicely done out there, Piers. Scan complete.
I like these for yoga.
Data from your
I also do some breath exercises. I actually have a breath video on my channel. It's old, so I mean you gotta dig pretty deep for it.
Where's our exit?
I actually do have another channel.
Unlocking the landing zone for you now. Make sure the area is clear.
Breathing video on it. If anybody ever wants to go try it. It's inspired from the Wim Hof videos. If anybody's ever heard of Wim Hof breathing. Actually, I recommend to go watch that video first. If you ever want a good breathing video, just for like relaxing, even energizing yourself, it does a little bit of both. I mean, all it basically is doing is like 3 rounds of 30 breaths. Heightened oxygen, heals your brain, your entire body, detoxes your cells. It's actually a cool quality.
smoke.
Get some energy, talk to you. Relieve blood pressure.
Let's do this.
Relieve pain too. You'll notice like by the second round your back will start to kind of lose tension. That's one thing I was talking about on my channel. Like,
shit, Dom, you got pressure.
I always want to make that a big part of my channel. It's just, I don't know. I feel weird like recording myself when I do like gym stuff. I'm not like a flexor kind of guy where I want to show off my abs and stuff. I feel like I'm kind of. I feel like it's arrogant, kind of ego-driven. I'm not an ego-driven person. I'm more of a meaning-driven person. I want meaning in my life.
I need ammo!
Does that mean join the government or something crazy? No. Fucking cool. Hard something. Oh yeah, I forgot you can shoot the fucking arrows. No, we actually catch it. That was good. That was a major glitch.
KR-80 can't land if the LZ's crawling with drugs. Clear them out.
See, it's like slower in this game. This is what I was talking about earlier about the football. It makes the fucking football fucking weird, laggy.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Thought you guys that corner trying to stay there like it's like right next to your face. It's like, what are we doing? I was like, who's free media? Is that Desmos, do you have a media company or something? Like I said, you don't gotta tell me anything you don't want to. If you want to. Whiskey and yeah, I used to like the outside. I don't really drink sodas anymore. I try to avoid all that fucking sugar and type of shit now. Ever since that fucking dehydration stuff, I'm like a water only guy. Not sounds weird, but that's coffee. I like drink water and coffee.
We don't have all day. Get a move on.
That's the fucking helicopter flies. Catch up again. Here we go. Apple beer. You like that angry orchard stuff, Desmos?
Control, looking for crime in the climbing town. I've got a cabin full of grunts they see the RTB. Excellent work out there. Time for a little R&R. You earned it.
Maybe it's yeah, the torque bow, it's got an explosive. So like it like digs down into the enemy and blows up. It's my favorite fucking weapon, but they like slowed it down. Oh, I think we're done with the video for tonight. Well, I guess that's where we're gonna end tonight's video then. Alright guys, I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Go ahead and like, follow if you're new. See you again sometime here I'll check out the website and everything. Like I said, probably gonna stick to the free tiers because I don't pay for any of the platforms. I don't know. I might come up with a marketing strategy eventually, but honestly, I feel like these companies need to offer something a little bit more. I don't know, man. I kind of just miss how YouTube used to be, but I guess we're never gonna get back to that. Kind of like how a lot of those YouTubers got big, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was all fake. Maybe we're just never capable of getting past a certain point unless we sold our soul to something much larger than ourselves. Pause this music for a second. I'm like yelling over the music. Let me get this off the screen. Where's the frickin' thing? Yeah. Alright. Archon controllers. Always keep the eye out for Archon controllers. They're everywhere, controlling our daily lives. I'm just joking, that's the name of the song. But anyways, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Soda is a poison, to be honest. We brew our own fruit, filtered water. Anchor Orchard is one of the kinds I like. Oh yeah, there's different kinds of apple ales, aren't there? I like the orange ales. I like Blue Moon. I like Shock Top. I've tried tons of different like local beers and stuff too. We got a bunch of breweries around here now. We used to not have this many, but they're like fucking everywhere now. You get like your own brew at like almost every restaurant now. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. 1 a.m. here. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll probably play some more Gears of War. I won't be able to stream it live unless I stream at a different location. So, yeah, I might have to do these videos again. I don't know. It's been kind of fun. I got to focus on talking to you guys. I didn't really, have to focus on gaming while trying to talk at the same time. You can see why it's, hard for me to talk. Like I gotta focus on the game. I can barely even focus on what the hell's going on. I mean, it's hard to do both at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, have a great night. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you later.